Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too, but when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
He'll toss it. Hard running there. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. On the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off. And And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a start for the defense. And I'll tell you what, this might start to affect how I call the game and what I think the offense can do. Because if this rain keeps coming down and affecting the throwing, this allows me to be way more aggressive on defense. Nice start for this team.
Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pulls it and fires to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Picked off. Takes it the other way. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go out near midfield.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Orji. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now from inside the red zone. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled immediately after the catch.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 3, USC 0.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. To the air, it's Moss. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that, but good coverage.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. They're trying to get to it. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's O'Neal. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hudson.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's O'Neal. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Moss. Release to the back. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Trojans! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking to throw it. Going over the top. Wide open. He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage blitz.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he got loose, it was all over. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
Afterburners coming. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air. It's Moss. Gets it out quickly. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. 10. Touchdown, Michigan. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down.
He's loose. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Orji. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. These corners backing off a bit. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the 2nd half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
On the option. Keeps the legs moving.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Now on the option. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Back to pass, it's Orji. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it!
The pass on 4th down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 16. 1st and goal, Michigan.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Moss. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab. It's Hudson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, the ground game. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Spits it out to the back. He's got him this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 24, USC 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a man. It's Moss. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective at the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one of...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets a block, and the returner will be knocked down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Goes to the option. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And the Wolverines pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. After run, now throw. That's caught. It's Edwards. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll leave it with him. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. morning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
USC 14.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here on third down. They keep attacking through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his man. It's Branch. And the Trojans get enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air, it's Moss. Gets open down the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, USC 20.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right,